everybody, and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build video. Today is another English style house. This was again built on Twitch. I will link my channel down below in the description if you want to follow, so you can watch my speed builds, well, not my speed builds, but building live, and then you can have like a little bit of input on what happens to these houses. But yes, so I'm sorry that we missed out the first section of this one. I forgot to press record before when I started, and then I was like going through, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to record it. Damn, and you can't just like restart when you're like live streaming. So you missed out on me putting down the first walls and picking the paint. But that's it. The rest of it you get to see. So this is a nice English style cottagey build. It's quite a large cottage. It has 5 bedrooms and I think 5 bathrooms. So it works out that you could easily have a real big family living in this house. And you know, you'd have enough space for them all. I don't like it that sometimes these walls don't make like a room, so you can't just move them. And that bugs me sometimes. So again, we're putting some ivy on this one because I think it looks cute. We don't go as mad as we did with the last build, but it ends up looking quite nice. Adds a little bit of texture to the build. And yeah, and the blue flowers I think match everything else, like because we've gone for the blue windows and everything, so I think that a little bit of blue really works. So yeah, we work on the outside, well, yeah, pretty much most of the outside gets done before we even touch the inside in this one. And it's a garden I'm actually pleased with. So, yeah. Well done me for actually getting a garden done that I like. It's been a long time since I've done that. I don't know why, because I used to really enjoy doing all the gardens and everything, but maybe I'm just getting fed up with using all the same plants, I don't know. I feel like there's no variety to the gardens. They end up all looking quite similar. Oh, I think the cats are chasing each other. I've already had to restart this recording once because the cats were hissing at each other. She's on the banister, for God's sake. Well, I'm just going to hope that she doesn't fall off. But yeah, so it's a nice little garden patch as well. You've got a nice little patch to grow your veg and everything. And yeah, also I would love to know what you'd like me to see build next. Would you like it in this game or in a different Sims game? I'd be quite happy to play any of them. I have 1, 2 and 3 as well as 4. So we have all 4 games that we could do a build in. I'm technically kind of doing a build in The Sims 2 at the minute for our Let's Play. It's going to be a 2-episode build. And that's looking pretty good. The house has really changed. So you got that to look forward to if you watch that Let's Play. Yeah, I really like how that one's turning out. I'd be happy to build in The Sims 1, but you do have to realise that is a little harder. But we could do it. We could build a few houses in The Sims 1. And we could use Sims 3. I played it for the first time in ages last night. And yeah, it actually ran okay for once. Maybe because I haven't ran it for ages. And I've been playing Sims 2, it felt like it was actually running okay. Because even my Sims 2 is starting to get a little jittery at times while we're playing through our Let's Play. But we are on we're only on the 2nd generation as well, which is what bugs me. We may have to do a neighbourhood change at some point to help reduce the chance of like the file corrupting and everything. It's meant to help. I don't know if it actually does. But moving neighbourhoods, because it like resets your save. And maybe we'll do it once we get like a small like generation, and we'll do that. I mean, the thing is now all the generations are pretty huge because the first one had 4 kids and they're all having kids, and it's not really like working out. The family's just getting bigger and bigger. We're nearly hit the 6 grandkids though that Adele wants, so that's excellent for that one. Yeah, just been rambling on about The Sims 2 while we're watching a Sims 4 build. So yeah, I'd love to know what you want to see coming up build wise on the channel. I will keep doing these English builds because I'm enjoying them. They're giving me a nice aim and a goal to build these cool houses. I might aim to fill up Newcrest, and then we might stop. Maybe, I don't know. Depends how they go, and depends how much you guys like them, to how we keep them going. Really. So yeah, I was trying to use some different colours than what I normally would use, like a lot of the beiges and browns, instead of like just using the white as a neutral, and then having a few rooms that are poppy in colour. It's like, you got to keep a little bit of interest here and there. And yeah, we're doing. The kitchen was a little awkward because of those diagonal walls, but we move objects on, saves the day, and we actually get some cabinets that kind of work. See, the actual top of the cabinet looks okay. Even if the actual cabinet itself doesn't look great, the top looks okay. And that's the thing you're probably going to see the most while you're actually playing. So that's what matters to me. I wish they had a diagonal cabinet. A cabinet that joined on a diagonal, They've gone through all this faff to make all these cabinets that join together nicely, but there's not one that does a diagonal wall. Why not? Why was that so one of those things where they just didn't even, maybe they didn't think of it? I don't know. Or it was too hard? I don't know. I really want adding a little bit of clutter to the cabinets, as I think it's important to actually make your kitchen look kind of lived in. No kitchen is perfect. Though I suppose if you had a sleek modern kitchen, then you probably want to keep it a little bit more tidy. But in a kitchen like that, yeah, it's fine to have all that mess. It's great. And again, I struggled to find a sofa because, I don't know, none of them look very comfy or have a matching bit that goes with them. The ones that do look comfy. So I'm like, oh, what do I use? So we use these the flea market ones, I believe, because they look comfy, and even if they look a little worn and a bit tired, it kind of fits with the aesthetic of the house. Really, it's not like the house is brand new, is it? There's going to be stuff that is worn. It just makes it look a little bit more lived in and not quite so perfect. And we're detailing these bookshelves a little bit more because I don't like the empty spaces, and I also don't like the fact that nothing fits anywhere. So yeah, the bookcases look quite nice and used, and it just looks like a lived-in living room, really. Like they've collected stuff as the time goes by, and they've got a load of books and everything like that. The dining room was a challenge because it's a weird shaped room, and oh my god, my voice is going. Okay, that's better. Yeah. So yeah, the dining room, because it's quite a small room, but it's a big family. I wanted to make sure we had enough chairs, but we couldn't quite fit enough in. And I really wanted to use one of those weird light things because I think they look really cool. I wanted to use one in the last build, but it didn't quite fit. Or was it the build before? I can't remember. I wanted to use one recently, and now I have. So it's all good. So yeah, we're just like, I was trying to use some different bathroom furniture that kind of suited the style of the build a bit more by using the raw set, and I think it worked. I don't often use it, so it does make the house stand out a little bit more because it's not something I usually use. And here we have our massive teenage space down here in the basement. We've got like a big teenage living room where they can hang out with all their friends. There's 2 brightly coloured bedrooms, which can be for, you know, your teens to hang out in. They both look a bit girly, but you can probably change the colours and then they wouldn't quite look so girly. Struggled to find a bedside table to go with this one, so we just have that one from Glamour Style, or whatever it's called, Glamour Life, I don't know. I can't remember the names of all these packs. There's so many of them. Yeah, the aim was to make these rooms look, you know, actually lived in like by teenagers. Because, you know, teenagers aren't often the tidiest of people. In the end, I make this room a tiny bit bigger so they can have a computer and everything like that. And as I was trying to look for those paint pots that I've seen people use, but I think they must be from like Get to Work or something, because I don't have them. I'm not too mad about it. I don't know if Get to Work would add much to the game that I actually want, so it's not one that I've felt the need to buy yet. And especially not because the prices have gone up over here now. I know it's just like to go with inflation and, well, with the currency differences, but like our wages and everything haven't gone up to match currency differences. So I just can't afford them even more. Basically, those packs are a distant dream. Anything now for The Sims 4 unless they get it on sale. And now the sales aren't even going to seem as good. So, yeah, that's how it goes. I doubt I'll buy much more for The Sims 4 now. Which is a shame because some of this, I kind of want the eco stuff, but I probably can't afford it. Though I kind of wanted it more if it had like off the grid or something like that in. I get that people wanted laundry. And when there was like the first survey, it was what was like offered with the pack. But the other ideas they came up with were better than laundry. But there we go. It's what is it will be. I can't talk. It will be what it is. I'm sure it'd be a great stuff pack still, because it's adding something into the game that people want. A little extra depth. But there we go. They could have done so much more with it. And even those cool little lamps from the Sims 3 collection, because I thought they went really nicely with that room. And I haven't used them for ages. So I thought it would be a nice change of pace to use them. And look, we're pretty much finished, because I don't bother decorating the hallways in this one. Because I never really know what to do with the hallways. So we're done, and I believe we're into the screenshots now. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this video and listening to me ramble on for like 14 minutes straight. If you have, please like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Enjoy these screenshots, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!